Good morning, children. We have studied about operating system. Now let us see the different types of operating systems. So there are different types of operating systems. First one is time sharing operating system. Then multi-processing operating system. Then multi-user operating system. Then interactive or GUI based operating system, then real time operating system, then last one distributed operating system. So these are the 6 types of operating system. So let us see the first one, that is time sharing operating system. So time sharing operating system is an extension of multi-programming. In this mode, a number of users operate online with the same CPU, but each uses a different input and output terminal. So, in time sharing operating system, it is an extension of multi-programming, that is different users are using the same CPU and the CPU is given to each user for a particular time, and so it is called time sharing operating system, but only the CPU is shared by the different users and the monitor or the keyboard or the input and the output devices are different, but all these users share a common CPU. Then next type of operating system is multi-processing. So multi-processing occurs when a computer system with 2 or more processors can run more than one program or thread. Thread is a small piece of program at a given time by assigning them to different processors. So in the time sharing, we have a single CPU, that is only a single processor is there. It is being shared by different input and output devices. But in case of multi-processing, there are large number of CPUs and a same or one or more program is given to different processes. Even a one single program is broken down and given to different processors in a processors. So a single process is distributed different processes, or multiple processes are being shared to different processes. So different processors are doing some task at the same time, that is called multi-processing. In multi-processing, different processors are there and these some task is being distributed to different processors. Then next one is multi-user operating system. Multi-user is a term that defines an operating system that allows access for multiple users to the computer at the same time. All time sharing systems are multi-user systems because they allocate the CPU to different users at the same time. But most batch processing systems for mainframes are to avoid leaving the CPU idle while it waits for IO operations to complete. So we should not keep our CPU idle without giving any work to the CPU. So most of the mainframe computers are multi-user operating system, so that no single time is being wasted by the CPU sitting idle. So multiple users are allocated the same CPU where time sharing is performed. Different users are given a certain amount of time by the CPU. First one user will take some few seconds, then the next user will use the next few seconds. So the time sharing is performed, and multi-user operating system is a type of time sharing system. Usually it is done in mainframe computers, so that mainframe computers perform large amount of work, so that the CPU do not sit idle and the time is not being wasted. So multi-user operating systems are used in mainframe computers. Next one is GUI, that is the graphical user interface. GUI allows user to have direct control of visible objects such as icons and the actions that replace complex command syntax. So GUI is used by Apple Macintosh computer and Windows operating system. So whenever you can see, when you open a Windows computer system with Windows operating system, it is convenient to use than a DOS operating computer system with DOS or Linux or Ubuntu, because it is somewhat colorful and it is user friendly. Whenever we open it, it appears to be friendly for the users to use. We can easily understand what icons represent what all things, what all applications. Other DOS operating system or Linux operating system, we have to write commands to open a certain disk. To open a local disk C, we have to write certain commands. Not like that, but in Windows we can just go and open directly by looking at the icon for local disk C or D. Likewise, if you want to open in Linux or in DOS, we have to write commands. So Windows is a graphical user interface based operating system, and Apple's Macintosh is also a user friendly operating system, that is GUI based operating system. The main advantages of this operating system include: it allows multiple programs to run concurrently, that is, while we are copying something, some program is running, we are in between we are playing a game, then also one program is running, we are opening a Word document, we are using internet, so multiple programs are running at a time. So a GUI based operating system allows multiple programs to run at a time, and it simplifies the programming of application software because the program does not have to manage the hardware. The operating system manages all the hardware and the interaction of software. It also gives the program a high level interface to the hardware and ways of interacting with other programs. So any application that is being installed in a GUI based operating system is can be easily coded, because that application has no work to control the hardware, because the operating system itself controls all the hardware and software in that computer system. So the examples are Windows 8.1, Windows 7, Windows XP, Windows 10. These are all GUI based operating system. Next type of operating system is real-time operating system. Real-time operating systems are used to control machinery, scientific instruments and industrial systems. An RTOS or real-time operating system typically has a very little user interface capability and no end user utilities. Since The system will be a sealed box when delivered for use. A very important part of real-time operating system is managing the resources of the computer so that a particular operation executes in precisely the same amount of time every time it occurs. So, the application of real-time operating system occurs where a particular task has to be accomplished with accuracy. That is, in a particular time, a particular task has to be accomplished. Suppose in a car factory, the car, different parts of the car are to be assembled. So you would have seen in different channels that how the different things are, how cars or even a small food packet is being manufactured. So what happens is, first the different parts of the car are assembled, then that part is being moved to the next place from where the doors of the cars are fitted on that. So the next, when it goes to the next, the different other parts are assembled. So likewise, if there is a small mistake or small error in time occurs, then the assembly is made wrong. That is, the parts that are assembled will be incorrect. So in such cases where time is given much importance, in such cases real time operating system is used. In satellite launching, in such cases there is a much importance is given for time. In such cases real time operating system is used. Then in food factories where food packaging is done, in such cases also, first the container is made, then the food is poured in the container, then the container is sealed. These all steps are done in different places of the different places. So when the food moves from one container, moves from one part to the other, then each task has to be performed at that particular time. So in such cases real time operating system is used. Type of operating system is distributed operating system. An operating system that manages a group of independent computers and makes them appear to be a single computer is known as a distributed operating system. That is, different computers are at different locations, but all these are connected to each other. And to a single user, suppose if I store my files in a computer which is located far away, and I use that files through my computer, but it appears like it is stored in my computer itself. So a group of computers which are located in different parts but appear to the user as a single computer is called distributed operating system. That operating system is called distributed operating system. The development of networked computers that could be linked and made to communicate with each other, they gave rise to distributed computing. Distributed computations are carried out on more than one machine. When computers in a group work in cooperation, they make a distributed system. Distributed systems are of two types. They are client-server systems and peer-to-peer systems. In client-server system, there is a client and a server. That is, clients are connected to the server computer or the main computer. Then in peer-to-peer systems, all the computers are connected to each other and there is no main computer. all the computers have equal functionality or priority. So that type of computers connection is called peer-to-peer computer system. So client server computer systems are compute server systems and file server systems. So children, we have learned about different types of operating systems. They are time sharing operating system, multi-processing operating system, multi-user operating system, interactive or GUI based operating system, then real-time operating system and distributed operating system. Okay children, thank you.